Thank you all for coming at the end of a long conference and coming to see little me and my humble presentation about the secret sauce of our company, Mytona, and that very jazzy intro. Yeah, I saw you were feeling it. I'm Charlotte Stroebel. I'm the Wellness and Administrative Manager. This basically means I spend a lot of my time figuring out how to make people feel included, supported, and caffeinated, and fed, watered. So today I wanted to share some personal insights around culture and wellness, the secret sauce of our company, the culture we have grown organically, and how it has affected our team, the wellness initiatives we have, and how easily they are implemented. It's not perfect, it's not always Instagram worthy, but it's real, and that's where the magic happens. For me, the journey has been a long time in the making. I've lived and worked in Australia and South Africa, and now Auckland, New Zealand. I've got around 15 years experience in the wellness sphere and a background in event management and logistics. I was the ops manager for FIFA for the 2010 World Cup in a city called Bloemfontein in South Africa. It was utter madness. It taught me balance, and soccer fans are absolutely insane. Bunch of nutters. I've raised strapping young boys. That's where I got my PhD in chaos management. It's aligned. Oh, no, you just have to backpedal a bit. Lost my place. I paint madly and wildly in my spare time, and my hubby makes surfboards. And this creativity is a fantastic outlet for our stress management. Working for Mytona has been the happiest and most rewarding time for me. And it is aligned with all my previous experiences. It's been an amazing journey, and it's given me personally a fulfilling and balanced work life. Oh, we're back. We have a hard-working environment. Deadlines, updates, many open tasks, the agile workspace that we all experience. Culture and wellness directly affect this. So let's discuss. Culture is just the shared habits and beliefs in everyday things that define how we actually work together. Game dev is absolutely collaborative, and how we communicate and feel about our work is culture-driven. A positive culture is attractive to new talent and helps us retain the specialists we currently have. Ultimately, this drives our productivity and our successes. And well-being at work, that's the difference between I survived today and I actually enjoyed today. So here's the truth. Secret sauce, and you already knew this, is not really a secret. I grew up in London. I had a very small, powerful Cockney nana who made our Sunday dinners, and she made Yorkshire pud and roast beef. And if anybody's a fan of Yorkshire puddings, you know, right? They are the best thing ever. All the women in the family try to learn from Nana how to get them 100% right. No one could. There was many thrown in the bin, many tantrums and foot stomping. And Nana said to me, and this is corny, but it's true, it's love. We all had the same recipe, but if you put a bit of yourself in it, it comes out right. Now Nana, rest in peace, I make the Yorkshire puds for my family, and they're pretty damn perfect. Thanks, because I'm proud of them. Next slide. So, culture and well-being work the same way. We dress these things up with perks and programs, But at the heart of it, the only real ingredient is people caring about each other. And just like my nan's legendary Yorkshire pud, it tastes a whole heap better when everyone gets a seat at the table. Caring fosters a sense of belonging and psychological safety, higher job satisfaction, improved well-being, boosted productivity, and the great creativity and innovation equals making better games. So, what are we cooking up at Mytona? We've tried lots of little things to make people feel seen and included. Some worked brilliantly and some just didn't hit. But interestingly, it was the small gestures, the everyday stuff, that connected the most. Our HQ is in Takapuna, Auckland, as you can see by our absolutely awful view. It is insane. We've got rangitoto in the background. It's the kind of place that makes you think everything's perfect until you look over your desk and all those tasks and emails waiting for you. We've made the most of it. At random lunchtimes, we move our table tennis and we have a mini wellness studio in the office at lunchtime. We've had yoga, Tai Chi, meditation, and even boxing. Because nothing says team bonding like almost punching Adam from accounts in the face. And we've had Sunday art sessions, which is a great chance to wind down, let go, and just create. Participation is about 60 to 70% of whoever is in the office that day. The feedback has been super positive, and meditation has come out as a clear favourite, probably because it's the only time you get to lie down for 45 minutes in your office and do nothing. But why has it worked? The real reason meditation stuck because it was so inclusive. No pressure to be seen, no awkward movements, no need to pretend you know what Tai Chi is. Just lie down, close your eyes and listen. One of my favourite feedbacks from one of our staff members was, every try of a new activity in wellness is a small step towards a healthier lifestyle. Even if you don't love it, trying something new creates new neural links in our brains. Thanks, Sasha. And I love that because it shows wellness isn't about perfection, it's about experimentation, being curious, and picking up small habits along the way. And let's be honest, the real perks go way beyond the occasional downward dog. Hosting these wellness sessions right in our office is convenient, easy, and fun. It's a win-win, less stress, better balance, and a great excuse to roll out of your chair for a bit without anyone thinking you're slacking off. So if the yoga mats and boxing gloves are just the appetizer, what's the main course for actually making work human? First up, it's about creating a vibe where everyone feels welcomed, genuinely welcome, not the welcome, you know. A culture soaked in respect and kindness where every voice counts. We know not everyone wants to jump into a big group discussion and perform like it's a TED Talk. We've built in multiple ways to speak up. Slack messages and channels not related to work, one-on-ones, anonymous surveys, and quick polls. And it's paid off. One feedback we received loud and clear that there was a disconnect between people and departments. No one knew what anyone else was working on. So we've changed that. We now have fortnightly breakfast meetings and each department takes a turn hosting and sharing what they're working on, future projects, issues, celebrations, and any new people that have joined the team. One of our departments started this with a quiz, and now the quizzes are mandatory at the end of it because we all love the quiz. We're like super competitive. Food is good too. So it's not always about structured activities. Seeker's Notes recently had its 10th anniversary, huge achievement, and we had a very impromptu little gathering in the kitchen with some cake, etc., and put one of our programmers on the spot and asked if he would share his origin story about the game. And as you know, programmers are by nature extrovert and willing to talk, so this went down well. But he did. As shy as he was, he got up, he shared with us the story, and in turn, everybody started asking questions, and it became a very lively discussion. It was raw, human, and deeply connecting. Of course, we respect the personal boundaries too. Sometimes people just need a quiet corner where the email avalanche hits. So we've provided for that. We also have a massage chair screened off. It's pretty amazing. So the real secret sauce isn't about the grand gestures or the corporate wizardry, and it's not the beanbags or the healthy snacks or even boxing classes where you try really hard not to accidentally hit Adam again from accounts. Adam gets it a lot. It's the little things. The handwritten Valentine's Day cards, the random snacks and flowers left on desks, the Secret Santa chaos, and the quiet quiz mornings, over breakfast, the art sessions where we surprise ourselves, and the everyday moments that quietly say, I see you and you matter. These little moments are like compound emotional interest. They're tiny deposits of care and kindness that build up into something bigger. And the best part is anyone can do them. No HR policy required, no budget, just noticing people and choosing to care in small, consistent ways. That's the real secret sauce. It's not flashy perks, not a mystical formula, just people showing up for each other in small, human, and often very awkward ways. So the real question is, does it actually work? Well, it has for us. Trust has become real. It's one thing to say that you trust someone, but to trust each other in this environment is phenomenal. Our open office, where we have people come and go, stay after work, share food, play games, work on projects, just game in particular, and we trust each other to lock up the office at the end of the day. This is an initiative that has come from them, and it's not top down. Our Christmas party we had in Taupo, and some of the lads went trail bike riding and invited Nadia to join them. Nadia told me afterwards how phenomenal it was that the lads actually stopped and waited for her and sort of like shepherded her through the thing instead of tearing off. That care and consideration seems to just expand out into everything that we do. Our traditions have grown naturally and organically. Nothing's forced and nothing corporate. Lockdown bonds never faded. During the awful lockdown era, we would send birthday cakes to staff. This tradition has continued. Sadly, we can't do a cake for each person now. We're too many and we'll just be eating cake for brekkie. So we have it once a month. And my favourite part is that recognition has stayed personal. The peer-to-peer awards, where we highlight each other's real strengths. At Christmas, we wove this into the Secret Santa. Instead of just a gift, each person wrote a heartfelt award for their recipient, which we printed onto certificates, and they've become keepsakes. And all the lads in the office have actually attached these certificates to their hard drives. It's pretty awesome and sweet. little things that became big. The care boxes, not a huge cost to company, but it shows that you matter outside of the office. The sweets from abroad, it started when someone brought treats from some trip, and now everybody does it. So a Slack message and there's a picture of chocolates and all the little running emojis, and then they're gone within minutes. And it happens across all our offices all over the world now. We found out we've got 15 plus languages spoken in our office. And on a Friday, we started a lingo lounge where people would take turns to share their culture, some background, some history of their country, and easy, handy phrases that you could use should you ever visit wherever they're from. Also became super popular and has rolled out globally across Mytona. So New Zealand definitely doing something right. The recognition part, we have a 1 billion step challenge, and every milestone reached, we give a lovely donation to charity. Health for us and impact for others. We ask our staff to vote on what they would like to do. We don't tell them. A recent poll, I was trying to find out what would be our next wellness initiative in our office, and I let the guys add their own things. Snowboarding came out as number 1, but we can't snowboard in Auckland, so we were back to meditation. And lastly, best places to work finalists. That recognition wasn't from leadership. They were anonymous staff feedback, and our highest score was wellness. We told we weren't just building culture, we were living it. So what does it all add up to? Not perks, not policies, just people showing up for each other. Inclusion means feeling seen and safe, and not just invited, but actually belonging. The everyday gestures that have built long-term loyalty, the cake, the care boxes, the laughs, they're what stick. And external recognition, it's nice, but really it just confirmed what we already knew. Culture is our competitive edge. And I skipped a slide, and I'll skip another one, because I can. So when you put that all together, the wellness, the inclusivity, the kindness, the snacks, you end up with a culture that's not just about surviving work, but actually enjoying it. And if we can enjoy Monday, I honestly think we've cracked it. Culture isn't the garnish, it's the sauce. Thank you. That was my first ever presentation, and my legs were shaking. Okay, and I'm assuming there's no questions. So. There is? Oh, great. Great.
Thank you for the talk. It was really good. I have a question about engaging wellness with remote staff and those in the office, and it's a balance that's sometimes really hard to strike. So any tips or advice would be great.
Yeah, actually a few. So lots of engagement in terms of taking those quizzes and those more casual moments online. So it's not so work-centric. So you can actually have more of a bonding experience. Yeah. More sharing of personal details, like if you use Slack as a medium, then start a book channel or a favourites pets channel, those kind of things. It just adds that connectivity. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh.
When you first started the wellness initiatives and stuff in Mytona, did you start from leadership and then get them to initiate and then start building from there and getting staff on board over time and sort of getting that feedback on what works and what doesn't?
We're very lucky. Our leaders have been very people-centric since the concept of the company. I can tell you a lovely story that from the very humble beginnings of this company, in literally like a little wooden shack, handful of programmers, as soon as they got any spare money, they would put it back into the staff. Little couple of extra snacks in the kitchen, some weights. It's always been a consideration. But I find that it's organically grown, and it's very much led by the people who are in the company, what works for them, not what the management says is going to work for you. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, thank you for the talk. Question, something that's come up that I often face. No matter what you do, how you try and engage your staff, there will always be people that are just not interested in it.
Correct.
Any tips or sort of situations you've come across that you've had solutions for?
Yes, 100%. And we have the same thing. We have people who are, like myself, I also am shy, but even more so. And just for them to join in on any activity was almost painful for them. So that's where the meditation came in and won. That was the one activity that I got those people to participate in. Yeah, it starts slowly. So you start slowly with something that is completely free of pressure and expectations and no movement, because they don't want to be part of anything that would make them seem silly. They don't want to do the yoga. Maybe they're not physically fit. But the meditation has been a great start. And I've noticed since then, they'll engage with other activities. Painting, the painting we do on the balcony with a barbecue. It's not about achieving a great painting. Like some of them are absolutely terrible, but the terrible ones are the best, right? Because we enjoyed that more, because somebody let go. So, yeah, I think those would help. You're welcome. Oh, finished? Oh, hello.
Hello. Do you, off the top of your head, have any suggestions for activities that did quite well with the 20 to 25 younger age range?
Yeah, that's what are programmers and...
So generalists, so we've got a really small team,
Yeah.
and kind of want to implement something that would be, I guess for us, we're a bit older, we're not too sure what would be a good hit, and opening the conversation up maybe to come with what an example would be, because we would say what would work for you, but also if we could give an example to say, hey, you might like this.
Okay, we went on a organised like treasure hunt. That went down really, really well. That was super fun. There's quite a few venues that do this, and followed it up with sharing food afterwards. The other great thing that we did that was very enjoyable is we got an FX specialist to come in for Halloween and show us how to do wounds and scratches. And the boys were just lovely. They were super bloody. The girls were really neat. They had like perfect little, like, oh, look, they were all like, oh, like a wolf got me. And the boys are like, ah, just blood everywhere. So that was super fun.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah? Ooh. Done? Thank you.